2012, the chairman-elect of the Little League International Board of Directors, David Gilmore. David.
Good morning. In the world today, a confusing and sometimes frustrating world, it's important to us to find good sports, and it's important for us to find role models. And I'm here to tell you that I'm honored to tell you about just such an individual today. The Good Sport Award is given by Little League each year, recognizing a player who has demonstrated superior qualities of sportsmanship, leadership, and a commitment to teamwork, along with the desire to excel. The criteria does not consider the player's ability to play or his or her statistics. Hundreds of players are nominated for the award each year, and it was established in 1989 to amplify the importance in the Little League baseball and softball program as leadership training, a fundamental part of utilizing baseball and softball for instilling the kind of principles that can be used for the rest of their lives. It's not often that we read about a 10-year-old providing an example for kids, or perhaps more importantly, for adults. An evening earlier this spring, Braeden Swilley did just that. He's a catcher for the White Sox in the East Marietta, Georgia Little League, and he showed everyone at the game what compassion and sportsmanship is all about. He has played for the East Marietta Little League for 5 years, and he earned a spot on the All-Star team this season. His story started like many others. It started on a Little League field as the White Sox were playing a team from the neighboring community of Smyrna, Georgia. It quickly became something that everyone in attendance will remember, I might suggest, for the rest of their lives. Early in the game, one of the opposing batters hit a pitch down the right field baseline, resulting in a triple. As he was leaving the batter's box, he accidentally tossed the bat backwards, hitting Braeden, who was the catcher at the time. It hit him square in the face mask. Now the mask did its job, and for that we are grateful. But Braeden was temporarily dazed, and at the conclusion of the play, the umpires concluded, after discussing the rules, that the batter did not toss the bat intentionally, and the play could continue. Although Braeden's coach asked him if he'd like to sit down and take a breather, since he was a little dazed from the bat, he insisted that he assume the position behind the plate and continue playing. Now, much to the confusion of his coaches and all the other players in attendance, just before assuming his catching position, he walked over to the Smyrna dugout. In his nomination of Braeden for the Good Sport Award, his coach, Mike Beltrami, says, "The opposition player came forward from the back of the dugout to meet Braeden. Braeden told the player he wasn't hurt, he knew it was an accident, and there were no hard feelings. They touched gloves, and Braeden headed back to his catching position. As he walked back to the plate, fans from both teams, the coaches, the umpires, and all the players applauded." Mr. Beltrami continued his nomination by saying, "This is not a story about great pitching, batting, or catching. It's much more important than any of those things. This is a lesson that reminds all of us about what really is important." This action is not unusual for Braeden. He will be a 5th grader at Eastside Christian School in Marietta this fall. He's been mature beyond his years for his entire life, says his father. He's a quiet leader on the team, and he gets a great deal of satisfaction from seeing others succeed. As part of his nomination, it was stated he practices hard and he plays hard, but perhaps more importantly, he is respectful and he's a great teammate. "I don't think I did anything any other player wouldn't do," says Braeden. "I would suggest to you he set a great example for all of us." Braeden also enjoys playing basketball and football, and he said, "I just wanted to let the other player know what happened. It's just part of the game. It's just part of baseball." He credits his mother and father, his parents, for his selfless attitude. The best part of Little League is being with my friends and the fellowship. I really like when the team is successful because we've all played a part in that success. His actions are an example of what we all hope Little Leaguers around the world learn from the game. He's a good and respectful person, both on and off the field, and puts others above himself. Being a good sport has little to do with talent and ability, and has everything to do with character and attitude. It is my honor, then, to present the 2012 Little League Good Sport of the Year Award to Braeden Swilley.
Well, I want to thank my coach, Mike Beltrami, for nominating me for this award, and I want to thank Little League for recognizing me, and I want to thank God for giving me this ability to play baseball, and that's it.
Congratulations. Not only did you win the Great Sportsmanship Award, but you also tied for first for speakers. You had competition now. Be succinct. Our Volunteer of the Year Award to present this